Hello and welcome to SLCS Speaks, where we highlight the great students, staff, and events happening in and around South Lyon Community Schools. My name is Brian Toth. I'm one of our assistant superintendents, joined as always by our superintendent, Mr. Steve Archibald.
Good morning.
Good morning. And today we're excited to be joined by two members of the South Lyon Community Schools equestrian community. From South Lyon High, we have Allie, and from, Alex, and from South Lyon East, we have Allie. So thank you girls for being here today.
Of course.
All right, so first question, equestrian at the high school level. What is it like? And the teams are very friendly, correct?
Yes, we get along very well. Most of us ride together outside of equestrian teams, so we're already friends, and then it just makes it easier for all of us to get along while competing against each other.
An equestrian, in a nutshell, is horse riding, but can you give us what it looks like at the high school level?
So at the high school level, it's basically, we have a lot of horses that are like backyard horses, no expensive horses, no like top level horses. So it's very like local and it's fun. But basically we have a bunch of different classes, disciplines that include jumping and western and hunt, saddle seat, things like that. But it's just very fun and local, not too much pressure on you.
Yeah.
How long have each of you been involved in this sport?
I've been involved for 12 years ever since I was 5,
Yeah.
so never stopped it. Loved it so much.
I've been about 8 or 9 years.
And you're currently a senior, currently a junior at
Yes.
South Lyon High. Have you been involved with the school all of the time that you've been here?
Yes.
Yep, I've even done middle school
Yes,
at
we've
Millennium.
both done
Yep.
middle school equestrian team as well.
Gotcha, and the teams have had great success this year, right? So
Yeah.
give
Oh,
us a
yeah.
little
Yes.
bit where you're currently at in terms of the state competitions.
So currently, South Lyon High stands at champion of the District 1A division, and then East stands at reserve champion. And then we're both going on to regionals, which is this weekend. And hopefully, depending on how we do, we make it to states, which is in 2 or 3 weekends, I think.
And are these horses that you own, you lease, you rent?
There's a
vary?
lot of different standings when you
Yes.
get there because I own my own horse. She leases
leases.
out a horse. There's another girl on her equestrian team that just borrows a horse. Then one of my girls, she has her friend's mom give her horse. So it's kind of like we're bringing some horses just so we can like be in that experience
Yes.
because it's a
It's a-
really good experience.
It's a lot of different bringing in horses, just different styles, different people.
And for the most part, obviously the horses are probably stabled in the area. Is there a chance, like for practices and things like that, are you all in a similar location, or are you just kind of scatter and do your thing where your horse is at?
Well, we kind of, so for both of our equestrian teams, we have 2 central barns where we kind of all come from, and then there's like a few other people that come from different barns. But we try and have practices at those 2 barns and then make sure that those people that can't ride get there and they walk through like the things that we need to do and know the game plan, things like that. So we try and have a central practice, but it's hard when you have different areas for your different horses.
Okay.
So go back to when you were 5 or when you guys were young. What inspired you to want to do this?
Oh my gosh, I think it was Spirit. I watched the Spirit movie and I was like, wow, that's a really pretty horse. I want to ride a horse. And my family does not do horses, does not do anything. So I'm like, they're like, where did this come from? So yeah, I've been doing it ever since I was 5.
I've been around horses before, and I don't know really like what sparked the interest, but I wanted to take riding lessons, and I loved it and never stopped ever since.
Certainly they're beautiful animals, right? I have friends who are in the horse business on the racing side, and so I get a chance to be around a little bit, and they're just, and I don't know if it equates to your horses, but I mean, they're just big and powerful and beautiful athletes. Talk about the relationships that you might have or you have with your horses.
Me and my horse, we have a love-hate relationship. She's more of like the crazier, more defiant horses. She does not, she listens, but only when she wants to. She's a teenager, so, and a teenage girl. So
Okay.
I'm like, we kind of butt heads sometimes, and it sometimes doesn't go well, but sometimes it goes really well. There's kind of no medium.
Okay.
So I don't own my own horse, but the horse that I've been riding for multiple years, I just really gotten to know him, and he's just really sweet and will put up with anything. So it makes it really easy to get along and work together.
And I don't think you've named your horses. I mean,
My horse's name is Pepper.
Mine's Justin.
Pepper and Justin, all right. And so one proud fact, and actually we won't bring that up because it might be your fun fact later on, so hold that thought. You did both mention middle school equestrian, so if there are kids out there that may watch this, how did you learn about that? How did you get involved, and how much time is it to be a middle school team member?
Well, I started doing middle school in 5th grade, and I did it, I think for 3 years. I don't think I did it 6th grade because of COVID, but I think I heard of it from just word of mouth, people around my barn doing it, probably you, but yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of, we don't put that out there at that early of an age, so you kind of have to be in with the crowd, but if this helps people know that there's an equestrian team and there's people out there that can put you on a team that you can ride at that young of an age, and especially on a team that competes against other schools, I feel like that would be really amazing. But I heard it from people around my barn, my trainers, but other than that, I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for them.
Yeah. Most people from the middle school equestrian team do advance on to high school, and the middle school equestrian team gets smaller and then adds people, but it's a really great way to meet people and be involved in the school. And even if you can't ride a horse, you can still just be a part of the team, and you can be around horses and groom for the team, and it's just a really great experience, I think.
Well, awesome. Well, first of all, congratulations on the success that you guys are having, and hopefully this weekend goes extremely well in the way that you guys want, and both teams continue on. Thank you for being great ambassadors. Mr. Archibald, I don't know if you wanted, before we get to their fun fact and before I make fun of your fun facts, do we want anything else that you wanted to ask them?
Normally, or oftentimes when Mr. Toth and I get a chance to meet with students, and this is honestly one of our most favorite parts of what we do every week, it's something we have a little more familiarity with. So it's been a treat to get to talk with the two of you and to learn a little bit more about the sport that you're involved in. And your attitudes are lovely. Not only are you wonderful ambassadors for the sport of equestrian, but obviously for your respective schools. And so we're proud to have you out there and wish you nothing but the best of luck. And if we can help, and we'll be cheering for you from the side. And I know Pumpkin Fest is this weekend, so we may not be able to get out there, but I would love to get out sometimes and catch a match.
Thank you.
Is that a match? Competition?
Meet.
Meet. Okay.
And the meet this weekend is regionals,
Yes.
and it's in Shiawassee County
Yes.
at their fairgrounds,
Yes,
probably.
fairgrounds.
Okay, gotcha. And is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right. Well, best of luck. And each time that we have guests, we love to have them share a fun fact. Mr. Archibald, you have a lot of fun facts. We've talked about your basketball skills, your football long snapping skills, your starburst skills. Any horse skills?
I was surprised to learn a couple years ago when I went down to Kentucky and we did went visiting to various horse barns, that horses like peppermint.
Yes,
They
they
love
love peppermint.
They love hard peppermint candies, and unlike how I don't unwrap the Starburst, we did unwrap
Fair.
the peppermints for the horses.
All right. Well, how about you two? Do you need any fun facts?
Well, we have a very similar fun fact. We've been riding for 8 and 12 years, and we've never fallen off.
Never fallen
Wonderful.
off. We're trying to keep that
Trying to
streak.
keep our streak going.
Wonderful.
That is fantastic. One last question. Do you see this as something you'll do when you're our age and the rest of your life you'll continue to ride, or do you see it when you go to college it may?
And by our age, he means young.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like to continue it. I don't know if I'd ride in college, but I do want to have horses when I'm older.
Well, I definitely want to ride in college. I'm planning on going to MSU, so hopefully I get on their MSU equestrian team. But other than that, I would want a job outside of horses and just have horses be have a little farm or something when I get older, but hopefully that happens.
Wonderful.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you both. Thank you, Mr. Archibald, as always, and we appreciate your time. We'll see you next time on SLCS Speaks.